Hello students, you must be preparing for various exams like common entrance test or your final exams or competitive exams. The exams are conducted subjective as well as objective, but many times the CETs or competitive exams are conducted on objective type of questions. And definitely objective type of questions and subjective type exams you have to study in a different way, and there is also a different way methodology to solve the question paper of subjective as well as objective. Today we are going to discuss here objective type questions, how to answer, the techniques for same. So these objective type questions are given as question is given and 4 or 5 options are given, and you have to tick mark on the most appropriate and correct answer. So there are 3 possibilities. You know the answer. This is number 1 possibility. Number 2 possibility is you know the answer but you are not very sure. And third possibility, you are not having any idea whatsoever about the correct answer. And every time you will give a wrong answer, there can be a negative marking in competitive exams as well as in CETs. So one has to be careful while clicking on the correct answer. Now let us see how to solve these MCQs. Okay, so step 1, read question carefully. Understand the complete meaning of the question, and 100% you should be sure what is asked in the question. So what question is aiming at, so that you must finish. And once you have done it, then you rule out which are the wrong or tangent options which are given, which are totally uh, not pertaining to this question, so that you find out at stage 2. And suppose out of 4 options, 2 options you rule out totally, that this cannot be a correct answer or it is not pertaining to the subject, which is totally tangent. Then what happens? You are only left with 2 options, and then you are, even you don't know the answer and you tick mark on any one of them, 50% chances are there for getting correct answer. 50% it may be wrong, 50% it may be correct. Rather than having 25% chances of giving wrong answer, now you have zeroed down to 50%. Okay. Thereafter, you do zero down on the correct answers and then choose the correct answer and tick mark. Okay. So these 4 steps, how to implement and how to do it, let us see now. This is the question given here as a sample. And internal barriers that prevent effective communication is. So he is saying internal barrier. So what is this internal barrier means? Internal barrier which will prevent means any person's internal feelings or internal thing within himself which will prevent effective communication. Okay, so person will not be able to communicate. So that is the what is asked here. So internal barrier. Now we will have to see what 4 options are given here. So number 1 option given is noise. Okay, so this is number 1 option. Second option given here is a distraction. Third option given here is ego. And fourth option given is time. Okay. So let us see one by one. So each noise is internal barrier. Okay, so that is first option. So noise is done by outside agencies, and it is not within yourself what noise you are going to make. So for that, So this noise becomes a not correct option which is there. Okay, so noise we have ruled out. Noise we are totally ruling out noise. Then second one, distraction. So distraction, so something outside force is distracting your attention, and this also cannot be a correct option, or it also can be a tangent. Okay, so this noise and distraction both are external factors. Let us see ego. Ego, can it be external factor? Answer is no. Ego is yours, your own ego, which will prevent you from speaking to somebody and having communication. So this can be a correct option. So we will keep it aside. Okay. And let us see fourth option, which is given as time. So can this time be a internal barrier? But time is external barrier, because time clock is running and time is going on. So time is not nothing to do with your internal feelings. So finally, three answers are wrong totally, and only one answer is correct, and that is your ego. So ego answer is correct. You tick mark ego and you proceed further and obtain 1 mark instead of getting 0.25 marks negative or not at all attempting the question. Let us see similar type one more question MCQ. One of the four external barriers of communication is, so first option is noise. And noise internally you cannot make. Noise is made by external forces, external people or external surroundings are making noise. So this can be, we will keep it separate. Okay, A option. Let us see second option, language, whether it is there or it is not there. So language is your internal, because it is not external. How? Language, if you can speak language, that cannot be a barrier. And if you cannot speak the language of the other person, then this can be your barrier, but this is internal barrier. Ego is also, we have discussed last question, ego is also internal barrier, because if you have ego, which will not allow you to do communication with other person. And the fourth one is lack of confidence. If you are not confident, if you are not feeling well, if you are not feeling good to speak with other person, so this is also your internal feelings. So this is totally ruled out. D, it cannot be correct answer. Ego is totally internal, and language is also your own capability, internal. So only choice remains is noise. So tick mark on noise and proceed further. See here, this is a different type of question altogether, and little logic also you will have to use in this question. 21 birds were sitting on a branch of the tree. So how many birds were sitting? 21 birds were sitting on the tree. Hunter aims his gun at one bird and shoots. Means hunter fires his gun by aiming at one bird. How many birds will be there sitting on the branch after the gunfire? So after that hunter shoots or he fires the gun, how many birds will be left on the branch of the tree? So that is what the question. So total 21 birds are there. Let us see the options now. So they are saying first option is 22. So can there be any possibility that birds can increase? So one more bird will come and sit on the branch? No, absolutely no. So A is ruled out totally. So A is not correct answer at all. Okay. Now B, Can it be 20 correct answer? So yes, some students may say yes, because one bird may be shooted by the hunter, and that's why one bird is left and remaining birds are sitting on the branch. So that is 20. So we will keep this option as open option for our further thinking. Option C is 0. So can 0 be correct? So we are thinking maybe we did not understand how all the birds will get killed with one gunshot. So that's what some students may think. And the fourth option, so that's why B and C, we are little confused. And D option is 15. So how come 5 birds are less or 6 birds are less and 15 birds are balanced on the branch? So this is also little doubtful. So this also is ruled out. A is ruled out. So now correct answer is lying between B and C. And here we have to apply little bit logic. And what is that logic? That after the gunfire is there, big thundering sound will be there, and all the birds flew away after the gunfire, and there will be no bird sitting on the tree at all. So 0 is the correct answer. So with logic, so sometimes you have to apply logic also, not that every time you have to say that what is correct answer. So one bird is shot by the hunter and 20 birds are balanced. No, logic is thundering sound has come. All the birds flew away because that is the natural instinct of the birds. They will get scared, afraid, and they will fly away. So C is the correct answer. So 0 is the correct answer, which will fetch you 1 mark. Let us see one more question. An important tip to follow on the day of examination. So what is important tip to follow on day of examination? So let us see option number 1. Do not cheat or use unfair means. So during exam, you should not be doing unfair means, and you should not be cheating also. So that is true. So on the examination day, yes, this is correct. So we will keep it aside and we will go to other options B, C, D. So B, take good notes. So when you should taking notes, during entire academic year, you should be making notes, not on just on the day of examination. So this option is ruled out. C, make charts and list. So this also make charts and list prior to examination, much before you should do this activity. So this is also not correct activity. So C is also not correct option. D is finish your classwork. So classwork every day after the school or the college, you will be doing the classwork, not on the day of examination. So B, C, and D, all these options are not correct, and that is why option A is perfect. So go ahead and click it. So students, prepare well, work hard, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for your time and watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Captain Joke signing off here.